Hi Scorpio, this is Kelly from Moonpie Tarot. These are your Ascended Masters spiritual messages for the month of April 2017. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising. These messages, this reading is intended to give you the messages that you need to hear for the month of April. This is not necessarily a love reading or career or health. I just prefer this reading not to focus on any one particular thing, but to just let it flow, and whatever's meant to come out for you is what you need to hear for this month. Okay, so we'll get started with your reading. So the three cards that I pulled for you, you have freedom, you have father, husband, brother, son, and then you have health and healing. So we'll start with freedom. And what does freedom mean for you? It's telling you to walk away from restrictions and to be free. And I feel like for Scorpio, a lot of those restrictions that you are feeling are within yourself, that you have yourself locked up or chained up to something within you that you find difficult to get away from. Could be certain thought processes or certain emotions or issues from the past. This card says you have the power and the right to change your life so that you experience more freedom. This card signifies also that your soul is crying out for more freedom, especially as it involves your life's purpose. Perhaps it's time to take a break so that you can think clearly about your desires and your available options. The universe always supports the desire for expansion, creativity, and freedom. Say yes to freedom, and the universe will say yes to you. So, for some of you, it may be time to leave a situation that you've outgrown, whether that's a love relationship, a career situation, a certain style of life, or eating habits, or fitness, or anything that you have been doing for a long time that may not have been serving you. It's time to take it to the next level. Question the validity of any rules that you've imposed upon yourself. Okay, some of you may be living in kind of a box, just only doing things a specific way, or being Scorpios can be very orderly. They like routine. But they are also expansive. So I feel like you like to accomplish things, but you may have been stagnant for a bit too long in a certain area. So you need to allow the universe to support you while you make desired life changes. You need to be assertive and say no to anyone who's overstepping boundaries with you as well. Okay? Now, the next card you have is father, husband, brother, son. So what this card talks about is the situation that you're dealing with in the month of April involves a significant man in your life. Your new relationships with men are affected by your old relationships with your father, with your ex-husband, with your boyfriend, with your brother, with your son, or other males. So this is a perfect time for you to heal and release any old wounds connected to these men that either are or were in your life. God and the Ascended Masters will support you as you focus on letting go of old toxins such as anger, blame, or guilt. This clearing process opens the way for healthy relationships with men and with your own male energy. So you have just met or are about to meet a significant male partner. Okay, so as far as relationships go, if female, you will be meeting a male who's very significant to you. If you're a male, this could be a friend. If you're a homosexual, this could be another male for you. But either way, there is a male coming into your life in the month of April who will be either you've already met this person or you will be meeting this person who will be very who will be a partner to you in some way. Your present relationships improve as you heal your feelings about your father. Okay? A male deceased loved one is also sending you messages from heaven or from wherever they are, that they are with you, they support you, they have your back in decisions that you're making in your life right now. Balance your male and female energy by practicing both giving and receiving daily. And then the next card you have is health and healing. It's a lot of healing energy in these readings. So this card talks about, this is a card, it's a sign of healing. Your divine healing power has awakened you, and you feel compelled to help others to heal. Just as you've been healed, so too do you want others to enjoy health and vitality. You're supported in making life changes so that you can continue to heal yourself and others. Let go of any fears or restrictive thinking to fully open the miracles of healing. And you remember I was saying, I feel like a lot of you are restricted by your own thoughts and your feelings. This card says an illness or injury is healed or is healing in the month of April. You are also a healer, and Scorpios are usually known to be healers. It's a good and safe time for you to change to perhaps a healing career or study healing modalities. So really, I feel strongly when I'm looking at your cards, the message coming through, for a majority of you Scorpios, you're dealing with either a father figure or your partner, or there's a male who's significant in your life. And I feel like you have been perhaps restrained by this person's ways in some way. And you're seeking freedom from that. If this is a father, this is someone that perhaps was very judgmental, or someone that was very strict, or never was approving of you in some way, or very overprotective, or what have you. And either this person has either passed away, or they are still present in your life, but you are needing this freedom from them. You're needing to break free from them. And if this is a brother or a son or a husband, it's also the same case. You're needing to heal and to bring, I feel like whomever these people are, they are the reason for your restrictive thinking, and they are the reason for your thoughts, your thought processes in your life. They've been influential to you in some way. And while that may or may not have been positive, it's about you being able to think for yourself now at this point. Okay, there may have always been this voice inside the back of your mind that said, well, they won't approve. And you're looking for this freedom from that now, this time in your life, or at least freedom from this restrictive thinking, from these thoughts, or from these voices that still play out in your head. You know, like for instance, when I used to be a server in a restaurant, and whenever I would reach to put a plate down for a customer, I always heard the voice in the back of my head from my mother saying, never reach across the table. And so I had a sense of guilt putting the plate down. And I used to tell my customers this. And it's funny how it actually stayed with me all of my life. I still to this day will always say, please pass the salt. I'll never reach over. However, in that profession, I had to, right? So instead of really doing anything about it, I just started to take notice of my thought processes, of how I was still allowing other people to dictate my choices in life based on, a parent, or based on a significant sibling, or a husband, or even certain children, who are very dominating, or things like that, it's like a feeling of feeling controlled. And once it was, and for you too, when you're able to recognize that this is really what has been happening, that your past is dictating your future, you will want to be free from that. Okay, even if it was positive, you feel this desire to start thinking for yourself about things. Okay, and maybe incorporating what you've learned from these other people, these significant men in your life, and then to take that and morph it into your belief system, or how you feel, how your life should go, your desires. And that's part of your health and your healing. And also in doing that, learning things about yourself, recognizing situations. Sometimes those voices in our head are the behaviors of other people, or these other significant male figures. Even if you're divorced from your husband, even if this is an ex-husband, his way could still be lingering residually in your life. And any male figure, there's still residual, and you are still feeling the need to break free from that. Okay, it's more of a personal thing, really. I feel for you. I feel it's something that's been pressing on you for a long time, and perhaps it's time for you to really take a look at that. Okay, another person's approval, a male figure that you've been seeking approval from, or even if you haven't been going up to them and say, hey, do you approve? You may still be doing things and then waiting to hear their reaction. And whether they were positive or negative, it doesn't matter, because the fact that you are seeking that validation says volumes about decisions you're making in your life, or decisions you're not making in your life. So ask yourself, in this month of April, up until this point, have you been doing what your heart has truly desired? Have you been following your own life purpose? Or have you been either competing, or trying to gain approval, or trying to fill some type of role that another person has set on you that you cannot fill? Find your true path for the month of April. And I just pulled this card too. So some of you may also be dealing with a mother, a wife, a sister, or a daughter. So some of you may have parental issues. Even if your parents aren't with you anymore, it doesn't matter. They're still influential in your life in some way. Okay, and if this is your partner, or it's the same exact thing. It's interesting. So the month of April is time for reflection. I think you need to start paying attention to, are you directed through your inner self? Or are you directed by other people's opinions, or voices, or demands? And then once you begin to recognize that, start the process of healing and health. Healing your health, mental, physical, emotional, so that you can be free. Okay, Scorpio, those are your readings, your messages for the month of April. If you need more clarity or wish for a personal reading, you can always, please, actually go to my website, www.moonpietarot.com. All of the information is there, and you can reach me directly right through the contact page. Okay, take care, and have a great April. Bye.